Okay, so I'm ready. I have put on my primer and put spot corrected, and let's get into this very grungy eye look that we have today. I moisturized with the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream. It feels really nice. Then I put my sticky primer on, which is the e.l.f. Jelly Pop Dew Primer. Spot corrected with my NARS Macadamia concealer. And then I did my paint pot in soft ochre or something. Put that on my eyes, and then I set the eyelids with this palette right here. So let's set it one more time, make sure everything is good. Did my eyebrows, and let's get into our grungy eye look. So I'm gonna start off with, let's see, do I need to go into this palette? This palette, let's just look and see what we're doing. Okay, I think I'm just gonna stick to the Morphe palette just to see how that works for me. And then we're gonna go into, let's do like a brown. Let's see how that goes. And right now I'm just gonna put this in my crease. This will be our transition color since our shadow will be pretty dark. Good. Taking that brush that we used before, diffusing that a little bit, because we don't want it to be too harsh. Good. Okay. I'm just dipping back into that light shade that I used. And then, let's see. I want to really place that black. Yeah, so I'm gonna like pack it with like this weird brush. It's like a dome type. And I just want to pack it on the outer corner. I just want to get into this black. 1 minute. Okay. Still trying to blend it out. I'm just trying not to get the black into. This is just so difficult to maneuver because I don't want there to be too much black. And so right now I'm just like taking it and then just packing it. And I'm gonna leave this empty so that we can put the brown. But I just created the shape, and now I'm going to blend. And I'm doing the circular motions into my eye. And of course I'll put more black, but I just wanted to get it started so I could form my shape. Okay, now what I want to do is, I'm just all over the place right now. I'm going to try and take the black. Not the black, the brown. I'm gonna do the brown now. want like a better packer. I need to just like pack it right here in the center. And yeah, pack, and then we'll get to the blending. I want kind of a smaller brush to do this inner blacking. I had one. It was in my grass. I'll try this one, see how that works. Nice, small. It's like it's Morphe M506. Like, I know what that means. It's really all about the blending. It's warm. Oh, good. I think this is what we're going for. Just like right on the lid. Yep. It looks like nothing right now, but we're gonna finish it later when we do the whole face. So let's do the other eye now. Taking that brown, transitioning it. I think I dipped into the black with this, but that's fine. Okay, so it's just gonna be our job to diffuse the shit out of it at the top. Yep, there we go. And I'm gonna finish this eye and then we'll get to the face and finishing the eye look. Okay, I'm also gonna try out a new foundation today, the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 Foundation Concealer. And it is in the shade Warm Beige. Now, I hope this is a good match for me. Let's pump it out. Okay, that looks pretty good. Yeah. So, I'm just going to go just like stick the e.l.f. blender right into it. Yeah, that looks fine. It smells interesting. This is it concealing all of my transgressions? I hope so. I don't know. Does that look like a good match? I can't really tell. I think it's interesting though when they do like foundation and concealers together, because then it's like, oh, our coverage is just so good, you could use it as a concealer. But I kind of like that second step of concealing, or like that first step of concealing, because it like makes you feel like you really are concealing your life away. Okay, so it looks nice. It feels pretty good. Don't forget the neck. Very important. Now in the photo, she had like a neutral lip on, but I really want to do a bold lip. I'll see what works best. I hate doing makeup with this nose ring. I love the nose ring. Hate doing makeup with it. Okay, I look very flattened out. So this looks really nice. I'm gonna have to try it again. See how I really like it. I'm gonna still go in with concealer because that'll just make me feel better. So I'm gonna use the Age Rewind, and actually I want to use I have another shade. I want to use a neutralizer. I'm gonna do that one. Yeah. And then let's see, I just want to do a little right there, just to see if that'll clean up anything. Put on the nose, here, here. There. I've kind of stopped doing highlight all over the place. Just kind of directing it in the spots where I really feel like I need it. But sometimes I like that little brightening. Just a little bit. Yeah, I feel like that really highlighted. Maybe I'll do some with the light color right here on the cheeks. I don't really do that often because it kind of looks weird sometimes. But just to see. I'm playing today, trying new things. See how this goes. So I do love Age Rewind by Maybelline. It works. Okay. Very nice. Yep. Okay. And just like right here, just to see if it brightens up. Look. Okay, now it's time to powder. So I'm gonna go in with my Magic Star Translucent. I was thinking about cream contouring, but I'm just like way too lazy for that. There we go. Doing what needs to be done. It's kind of, it's pretty, it's kind of hot today, so I'm just gonna bake ever so slightly, just to really set everything in place. Yeah. It's like in my eyeballs. Oh. Now that I put the powder on, I feel really pale and very vampirish. Oof. Oof. Yeah, I guess they definitely think that there's powder in my eyes now. Okay, and now I'm going to use my Advanced Radiance with my, and this just really brightens up the under eyes. Okay, let's contour just a little bit. I just use my Sunset bronzer. Actually, I kind of want to go a little for more cool toned look. So I'm just gonna dip into that eyeshadow. This could be like a huge mistake. Doesn't look too bad. I could always just veil it a little with powder. There we go. Let's do the other side. I always like to go up into the hairline just to really chisel. Really tucking it under the cheekbone. I'm just gonna do bronzer on the forehead because I don't really need to contour that too much. Plus I have residue from the eyeshadow already on here. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try the trick that I saw online. So you take the bronzer and then you just bronze your entire nose. And then what you do is you take a dry beauty sponge. Dry. And then you take your powder and then you kind of just, it looks horrible right now, but you kind of just, okay, powder, and you're just gonna carve out on the sides like how skinny you want it. Hopefully this works. Okay. We'll see how that goes. So while this is setting, let's finish the eyes. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to take that lighter shade. So I used this black shade, this shade for the transition, and this shade. And then I used this shade for the center. So what I'm going to do yikes. Is actually, I'm just gonna go under with that espresso shade first. Just connect it as best as I can. take the brush that I used, that packer brush that I used for that like mahogany berry shade, and I'm really gonna pack it on lower. Then I'm going to go in tighter with black. And I'm going to go out again with that berry shade because I want it to be a little bit more vibrant. So I'm going to mix it with like a red just to see how that does. Actually put like a little bit of that red on top just to see if that brightens it up just a little bit. Good. Okay, now I'm gonna go on the brow bone again, just with like that bone color. And let's do some blush. So I'm taking the Amazonian Clay blush by Tarte and Seduce, and I'm just gonna go right here. I'm doing a lot of these steps out of order. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is let's do like a little bit of highlight. Let's do like a nice, let's do like an icy highlight, just like really simple. I'm just gonna take my Fenty and Diamond Bomb How Many Carats, and I'm just gonna like dot it just to give me a little something right here. I don't want it to be too intense, but just like a little something for the light to catch. Okay. And highlight for the nose. I'm just gonna use like a more natural color. So let's wipe away powder. And then I'm just gonna put some highlight right here. There. Yeah. Does that make my nose look a little more snatched? Okay. So now let's get to the fun part. Okay, time for mascara, and then we'll do the fun part. I don't know if I want to do lashes today. Except for I can't see my lashes right now after I'm putting this on, so that might mean that I do need lashes. maybe I need eyeliner. Should put some eyeliner on. This is for more like a volumizing effect. Now I'm going to put the eyeliner on. Let's do this. Can't do a grunge look without eyeliner. It just doesn't work. Using ColourPop gel liner. Sorry. Got into it. Just a little bit of liner. Now I'm using Jane Iredell liner just because it's nice too. Going a little bit in the waterline. I really don't like going in the waterline. It's just torturous. Felt grungier. Okay. Do the mascara again. And then let's do lower and let's do the fun. Okay, so let's add this gold shimmer to the center of the eye because that's what it looked like she did in the picture. And then I'm just gonna like flip it around a little because it looks a bit harsh. Okay. Now it's time for lips. I'm going to use Jeffree Star Liquid Lip in Leo. And this is the finished product. Let me know what you think. It's pretty grungy, I guess. Yeah. My hair is pretty grungy. That's what's pretty grungy. But yeah. So, let me know what you think. It wasn't too bad. But yeah. Let me know. Also, grunge lips, yes or no?